The Week 8 injuries we're tracking.
Dude.
Lamar Jackson coming back from the hamstring. We all expect and hope. Bryce Young with the ankle. Kareem Hunt with an ankle and knee injury. Josh Jacobs has been limited this week, still dealing with that calf injury. Alvin Kamara with an ankle. DeAndre Swift once again dealing with a groin injury throughout practices of the week. Emeka Egbuka has also been limited as he continues to deal with that hamstring. A.J. Brown has a hamstring. Nico Collins has a concussion. And Garrett Wilson will be out with the knee injury. But let's rewind. Back here, guys.
And Mason Taylor, right? Mason Taylor is questionable.
Yeah, he's been kind of fighting different things throughout the year, so I expect him to play. Jets coach Aaron Glenn tells reporters that Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson are out. Tyrod Taylor is questionable, but trending in the right direction. Glenn will not tell the media. He was very combative with the media again today about not wanting to tell them who will be the quarterback.
What a franchise.
So good luck to you.
What a franchise.
Maybe Tyrod will play, maybe he won't.
Is it Clark Brady or Brady Clark or whatever the guy's name?
Well, Clark Brady's the happy hour regular.
No.
Brady Cook is the Jets' third-string quarterback.
Brady
right.
Cook. Maybe it's
very
Brady
easy
Cook.
to mix those two up, though. One watches 12 hours of our show, the other hopefully.
You don't know. The other one might as well.
Yeah, it's true. Maybe that's why we haven't heard from him, honestly, since the season started.
Brady Cook is like, Tyrod and Justin got this. Let me go watch Happy Hour.
Yeah, unfortunately, Brady Cook, he's not actually a real person. He's someone that Aaron Glenn created on Madden.
I was just going to say, Brady Cook definitely sounds like either a quarterback you made up on Madden or like if you're watching a teen drama about a football show, like QB1
it's quarterback's Brady Cook.
Yeah, it's Brady
100%.
Cook, right? Like Friday Night Lights kind of thing. That's
Brady Cook's fighting Matt Saracen. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
He's absolutely right.
Like, I don't know if Brady Cook can go this week. Mama, I love Brady Cook. It's all that, right?
It's bad.
It's too cliche.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, I don't know if Jamar Chase's props can get high enough in this game with no Sauce Gardner.
I was just going to say.
You were telling me before the show is at 89?
89, no, it's too low.
Give me the over.
Yeah. No,
his ladder bet all the way up to 140.
Yeah, it's this is the type of thing that kind of breaks the matrix. Like how high can Jamar Chase go? Like Puka Nacua was getting set higher when he was healthy than Jamar Chase this week. Jamar Chase should be set as high as a wide receiver has ever been set. Like Joe Flacco, there's no Sauce Gardner, and the secondary breaks down in the communication constantly. And Joe Flacco throws a million times every game, and Jamar Chase is the best wide receiver in the sport of football. So he's going to go.
Sport of football.
He should go for 90 plus.
All right, we got a question here from Bobby Showtime. Glenn, that's a good username.
Yeah,
Glenn is going to have to announce the quarterback with a WWE walkout introduction just to lose by 30. Yeah.
Doing the
all that just for this. Just tell us who's playing.
Who do you think, Connor? Tyrod. Tyrod.
Yeah.
You're a Jets insider.
I think
you host the world's second most popular Jets podcast.
That's very true.
With Badlands.
Yep, only behind Worse Lands.
Worse Lands. Everyone loves Worse Lands.
Everyone's waiting for Worse Lands.
Yeah.
I think that he just wants the Bengals to prep for Justin Fields rushing. I don't think it matters that much. I really don't. But
you can't play you're not allowed to play mind games when you're 0-7.
No. Just go quietly into the night. Don't be allowed 0-8. Do not be allowed 0-8.
I mean, it's just so. I've got my advantage.
Yeah. I really got them on the ropes now.
Does Aaron Glenn think he's the Penguin? Like, what is he doing?
I don't know.
He's got some master plan.
Meanwhile, Cincinnati, all right, well, if it's Justin Fields, I guess we actually don't have to worry about the secondary.
Right.
If it's Tyrod Taylor, I mean, what's the massive? What are they preparing for that they wouldn't prepare for with the other?
No, this feels like when a college coach won't announce the week 1 starter because he has a rushing quarterback and a pocket passer. You don't do that in the NFL, especially when you're 0-7.
No, and
it's amateur hour.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, it was like, I'll tell you, my favorite one of all time, and I'll never forget this, and I didn't have the balls to do this, but Matt Rule, I remember when Matt Rule was coaching the Carolina Panthers, and I'm at the Combine, and all these coaches do their press conferences. And so, and this was at the time, I forget who the quarterbacks were, but he had just come into the team. He just came into the team.
Was it Darnold?
It might have been Darnold and Baker. Might have been Darnold and Baker.
When Baker was a practice squad safety.
I forget who. It doesn't matter because the point is, the point of the story is Matt Rule gets up and he says, "Hey, we're going to training camp. No jobs are guaranteed. We're going to have a competition. I'm going to bring out the best of all these guys. We're going to have a competition for every job." For the starting role. And I so wanted to I didn't have the balls to do it, but I so wanted to raise my hand. I said, Coach Rule, I'm just curious, what does Christian McCaffrey need to show you to earn the starting running back job? You know what I mean? Because that was all he had. But he was just like, every position's open. No one's guaranteed a spot.
A very college attitude.
Right. And I just wanted to be like, really? So Chris McCaffrey's going to have to compete for his job? There's a chance that
and I wonder who his backup was at the time. Was it Mike Tolbert?
It might have been Mike Tolbert. Or Mike Davis?
Mike Davis? Mike Davis.
Might have been Mike Davis.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I didn't have the balls to do that. But it's that kind of thing where you're just sort of like, stop it. Like, it's a competition between the guy we just drafted,
You know what the crazy thing is Matt Rule went 7-10 that year in Carolina, and his 3 quarterbacks, so one of them was PJ Walker, which is the one that most people forget. The other 2, Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold, who both might finish top 5 in MVP this year.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
It's remarkable.
It's unbelievable.
I will say I met Matt. Then 2 years later, I met Matt Rule at the Combine. Incredibly nice.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Matt Rule.
Yeah.
It just didn't work out in the NFL.
But I had like a 20-minute conversation with him. Could not have been a nicer, more engaging guy. Really liked him.
Some guys are just meant to be college coaches in that atmosphere. All right, we got a little full Commanders update here, Matthew. Dan Quinn ruled out Jayden Daniels, as we all know, for Week 8. Deebo Samuel practiced in full on Thursday, and so did Terry McLaurin. So some good news on the wide receiver front.
By the way, for whatever it's worth,
everything went out. I'm just going through it.
The audio, okay,
I got nothing.
So, are we still on the air? I don't even know if we're still on the air. All right, Kevin, our stage manager, is nodding our head because all the audio went out. I can't hear anything.
It's just us out here.
It's just us out here.
This combo is for us and us only.
Well done, Kevin.
Yeah. So anyway, Marcus Mariota will get a start against Kansas City. What could possibly go wrong? I will say this: Mariota has beaten the Chiefs before, so you never know. I suppose the Traveler beat them. We just got it back as well. But they're 12.5-point underdogs. If there's a positive here, Terry McLaurin, Deebo Samuel both return to practice. I do think Mariota is a viable starter. I think there could be some junk time. Obviously, he uses his legs, but this is not good for my Commanders. I think my Commanders fall to 3-5.
I think so too.
Yes.
The spread's at 12.5?
It's getting bigger.
It's getting
pushing
bigger.
13.
Right. Yeah.
Close 14.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It is a lot.
I mean, I don't think they're
Mariota's
going to
been
win.
competent.
I want to be very clear, but that's a big number.
Yeah, particularly if Deebo and Terry McLaurin both go. Like, Mariota is one of the better backup quarterbacks in the league and has been able to run this offense decently well. Falcons game wasn't amazing, but still, he'll be competent.
And the other thing that I'll say that you always think about with backup quarterbacks, especially to your right, like he's a perfect fit for that offense in terms of like his skill set. Like he's not Jayden Daniels, but they do similar things. They run the offense well. There's some like whatever in Baltimore. Cooper Rush, you're replacing Lamar Jackson with Cooper Rush. Right, and you're like, wait, what? Right, Tyler Huntley makes more sense, to back up Lamar Jackson.
That's Pro Bowl quarterback, Tyler Huntley.
Yeah, yes, sir, it is. All that is to say, though, Mariota has gotten all the first-team reps. There's a difference between, a quarterback gets downgraded towards the end of the week, or a backup has to come in into a game, versus Mariota's known all week long. Like, this is what he's going to do. They also have an extra day because it is the Monday night game, so they've got an extra day to prepare. The Chiefs are still going to kill him. But my point is for the world that we care about, can he get the ball to Deebo? Can he get the ball to Terry McLaurin? Could he be a viable, fill-in, especially in a Superflex league? I think yes to all that. I still am not crazy about Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. I do think that, again, given almost a 2-touchdown underdog here, Jeremy McNichols becomes an interesting desperation play.
Yep.
Also starting your matchup with Adam. Jeremy McNichols.
Yes.
It's featuring all the big stars.
Did Adam pick up McNichols?
Yeah, he started for him.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, it is the crappiest of crap. It's so
matchup.
Brutal. It's so brutal.
The total in that one's 47.5, so the line's 12.5. So market's saying 30 to 17 type of game. So you get 17 points. Commander scores 17 points. Someone has to score a touchdown.
By the way, I thought what you were saying is the line in me and Adam's game was 47.5. I'm like, that's probably about right.
No, it's 18.5.
Yeah.
That's what you're figuring.
No, but I just meant the over-under.
Points.
Total points.
That would be something.
Yeah. In a fantasy league.
Don't choke it away.
You're a big favorite.
Yeah.
I'm extremely nervous. I'm like Michael Jordan shooting a free throw after 20 years in front of a bunch of kids, that kind of level nervous. Because if I lose to 1-6 Adam,
Brady Cook really does start.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 0-7. I may have to fire myself. I may rage drop everyone on my team just to cause chaos in the league.
I don't know who I'd bid on.
Well, he would bid on Derek. Yeah, Drake May, Derek Henry. He wants Derek Henry.
Give me him.
Laporta's not terrible.
No.
Chase Brown.
I'll take my Dalton
rostered.
Schultz over your reporter. But
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Let's see, Ja'Cory Krosky-Barrett. There's not much there. It's Xavier Worthy. Someone had been on Xavier Worthy. X. The original X.
Yes. The OG X.
The OG X.
Third year, second year receiver.
Yeah. All right, Lamar Jackson, guys.
For what it's worth, by the way, this is actually a producer Steven show. It feels like a backup producer Pete show, but believe it or not, it's actually a producer.
I think he lost audio. I don't think Steven's at the controls anymore.
No, he just left. He called it a week. He's like, I've done my duties.
I can't hear anything. So, all right.
Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson practiced for the third straight day. We'll have an injury designation on Lamar.
He'll play
this afternoon. You would assume Lamar Jackson is going to play. Texans wide receiver Nico Collins didn't practice Thursday. I don't think that's a shock. It's very rare for a player to get through concussion protocol within a week's time.
By the way, short week. They played Monday night.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not looking good for Nico Collins.
Dalton Schultz. 15 targets incoming for Dalton Schultz.
Yes.
Yeah. By the way, on that game, I don't understand why the Texans are 2-point favorites.
Neither do I.
Yeah, I don't get that.
That's a weird one.
Mine alert was Niners.
Yeah, if you need, and chances are with 6 teams on a bye, you do need some help at a position. Here's some top waiver ads that are available in over 50% of leagues, guys. We just talked about Mariota. Your man, comeback player of the year, Joe Flacco, against a Sauce Gardner-less Jets, is out there as well. How about Tajay Spears, who has back-to-back games with double-digit target share? Titans are double-digit underdogs in this one. They should be passing quite a bit against your Colts, Jay. And with that groin injury to DeAndre Swift, maybe he doesn't go, but even he does, maybe he's limited. Kyle Monange, who had season highs in snap rate and touches in Week 7, suddenly becomes interesting. What do you think about Tez Johnson as a prospect?
I mean, it's just how many wide receivers in the league are 150 pounds, but... Right. The league has changed a lot where you do see a handful of these guys that come in at the combine at 150 to 165. They could fly. He had great speed at Oregon. I mean, could absolutely fly. And Baker throws the ball down the field. So credit to Tez. He's one of those outliers that he just plays tougher pound for pound than a lot of guys his size. We saw on the screen where he was breaking tackles. I really like him for a 7th-round pick. The Bucs do this every year. They find steals like no one else in that front office with Jason Light. So, yeah, Tez Johnson, while they have all these injuries, is playable in a flex.
Over the last 3 weeks, he's averaging over 12 fantasy points per game. He's scored in back-to-back games as well. We talked about this Dallas matchup. Troy Franklin's out there. Cowboys allow the second most fantasy points to opposing wide receivers. Your Dalton Schultz, since Week 3, he's a top 8 fantasy tight end. He's tight end 8 over the last however many weeks, 4 straight games with at least 5 catches. No Nico Collins we expect against the Niners. And finally, no team allows more fantasy points to opposing tight ends than the Cincinnati Bengals. Mason Taylor, maybe, especially if the passing game is, we expect an elevated passing game, if Tyrod Taylor's under center.
Yep, absolutely. All right, we're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, the great Denny Carter with
Dr. Denny Carter.
Dr. Denny Carter.
Yes. Yes, Queen.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest RotoWorld fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.